Football League. And this one features Michael Mayer. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Bengals, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his second season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. On 4th down, the rookie Ryan Rico on to punt for the Bengals, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Now Goff. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Madison. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw. Goff. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Goff now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play. And now it's second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense and T. Higgins ready for this next possession. And he's putting together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions among wideouts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout.
Here we go.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Burrow on play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Here we go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Gun. 12, 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. As they've got it as we resume action. And now they will throw it with Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
11, 12, 11.
From the gun, a give to Brown. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Ready? Here we go. 11 MT tank.
Now it's Burrow.
11 MT tank.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Well, the home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's been one of the main focal points of this unit throughout the season, no doubt. Currently ranked second in the NFL in terms of receptions by wideout. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 12, 12, 12.
An inside give, Brown. To about the 40-yard line.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Gun. Dodge. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11 MT. 11 MT. Dodge.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground.
Here we go.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11 MT.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Buying time to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K'Lavon Chason, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Goff now looks to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the return will stop right around the 25. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, they've got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
11 mighty.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brett.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Side. 180. Place hot. Side.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes a pop at the end of that one. It'll be a gain of about 4.
Here we go. Ready, set. Start.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a two-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse. And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's get set.
Now Burrow. Got him in. It's Brown. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
On 2.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Gun. Dot. 11 MT. 11.
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. London about set to take over on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another carry now for Madison. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 42. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Here's Madison. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Now gone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call. In that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
11 MT.
2nd and 6.
11 MT. Here we go. White 80.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. From just shy of midfield. Burrow. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
11 Thomas. Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's to his tight end all. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now 2nd and 3.
11 MT. 11 Thomas.
They will toss to Brown. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Stop.
He'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. They'll run with Madison. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. This 2nd and 4. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now this airmail to the sideline. It's incomplete. And there don't appear to be any flags forthcoming. Maybe a little fortunate there. It's 3rd down. A final shot now for Burrow. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on. But they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say? It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Londoners, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their second.